Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Stanley Parable! Woo! High energy, let's do this shit! Woo! Alright, now, I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. And so, that's what we're gonna do. Let's see, audio, yes. Volume up, yes. Sound quality high, yes. Closed captioning, no. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Okay, back. Let's begin the game! Woo! Well then, um, this game has been known to have some long loading screens. Um, but usually, since I don't know, other YouTubers, they edit their videos so that it doesn't take that long. They speed it up or whatever. But I'm working on a full computer that has very to little space left. And okay, good. Now it's starting to move. But you can already see that now, can't you? Woo! Okay. I wonder if these Doritos are any good yet. Ah, damn. Nah, they're no good. They're stale. They're gross and they're stale because they've been open for about a week and a half. Oh,
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in
those
all
bastards.
his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Wow, that's fast. So the coffee mug obviously says I hate Mondays.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Where did they
What could
go?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Coming to a set of 2 open doors, Stanley opened his...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. So now, this game gives you choices. So, what did he say? Left? That's right. Okay. I'm gonna listen to him the first time. Dude, there's nobody in the office. There's nobody anywhere.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Huh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Meeting room. Floor 4XX group. Cobble planning. Meeting schedule. Monday. Weekly targets. Administration. Marketing Mondays. 4:51 private times. No one knows that. Group 40X. Group 45X. This box is too small. Tuesday. Legal. Ooh, termination Tuesdays. Uh-oh. Thursday. Mergers. Ideas in development. Group 45. Blah, blah. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Rip Franz. Who's Franz? Oh. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. The future was yesterday. Today is now. Targets. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Yes. Standard graphs 40x wide. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Huh. Synergize papers. That one's done. Hire someone to synergize papers. Okay, that one's good. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergy guy. How do I crouch? Control. There we go. Who moved my desk?
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Huh. Alright, come on, Chris. Gotta get out of the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
That's a nuclear part right there. That's dangerous. What's that doing in a broom closet?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Huh.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Back in we go!
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes!
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because it's actually kind of funny.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yep.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
This shelf is offline. Not offline, it's
Maybe
off-center.
to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I can't yump. Why can't I yump? I want to yump. I want to yump up and down. Okay, fine. I will go out.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Yay! Broom closet! Broom closet! Woo! I might have peeked the mic there for a second. Okay, time. I've been in there for way too long. Okay, let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, we're going upstairs. Okay, that door's locked. Why can't I go into the executive bathroom?
Stepping...
Broom closet! Yay, broom closet! Now there's no narrator telling me what to do. Alright. Alright, time to actually play the game. I know I messed out. Okay, so I guess we're going downstairs. Alright. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know if there was a glitch in the Matrix or what. Guess we have to begin again. The end is never the end. The is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is loading. Never. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. Where's 417? Nope, not there. Yes.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437? Whew. No, wait. Wrong way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Damn it. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an... No. I'm not taking my way out of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to wait to finish whatever you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay, I've had my fill.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes. Is the computer on in there? No. Hold on.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, there's just a shaft there. What's over here? Do we have flashlight? No, we do not have flashlight. And I said flashlight, not fleshlight. Get your minds out the gutters. Wait! No! Loading. Wait. Adding, loading. Loud. Lua. Lua? Low. Loa. Oh, excuse me. Let me take a swig
Descending
of
deeper
big
into the
gold.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Button's deactivated, so I can't go down any further.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Jesus.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Next time we try the game, yeah. Huh, I wonder what this could be.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ah, stuck behind the desk.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
427.
number of an
That's us.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this space where freedom meant nothing.
What's that right there? Kind of reminds me of Cabin in the Woods. There's us, right there. Who's employee
This
number one?
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let me in!
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What does that text up there say? If only you could zoom. If only you could zoom in on it. The reason why this looks like Half-Life or Gary's mod is because it takes a lot of licensing from them. Licenses, artistic license, I don't know. They took models from Gary's mod and Half-Life and put it into a different game, into this game. Okay. Ah! Take that, bastards!
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command, Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Woo! That was brilliant. Oh man, I loved that game. Oh, that was so much fun. But the text on the bottom says something different. Huh. Oh. Well, that's it for this bit. I hope you guys enjoyed that first part. And we will be going on to the next part here after I'm done with this. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully this actually recorded. And it actually recorded nicely. Well, see you guys later. Bye-bye.